So the big question is, are these expensive silver tips worth it? Is it worth it to spend over $100 on a brush? And my initial thought was no. How could a brush be worth that much money? You know, I bought a lot of different brushes. I got Edwin Jaggers. I got, you know, Whip Dog. I got Whip Dog silver tips. I figured, hey, a silver tip for, you know, it was a 30 millimeter big knot silver tip for $50. I thought, you know, what a great deal. So I used them. The synthetic's really soft. I thought, wow, it's a good brush, you know, except I like the brush to be warm. I use a Scuttle and it gets cold very quick. And for some reason, I guess it's because it doesn't hold water and the hair is the same, the lather beads off and it falls down into the handle. So I still like this brush a lot, but it wasn't going to be my everyday brush. And I tried this Best Badger by Edwin Jagger. It felt a little small. It's only a 19 millimeter. You can see it's pretty thin. There's just not a lot of hair there. I like it because it's a little bit more scratchy. It's Best Badger, it's not silver tip. It did exfoliate good and it lathers well. And all around it's a decent brush, but it still wasn't, you know, a silver tip. So then I tried this $50 Whip Dog silver tip. It's drilled 15 millimeters. And it's soft and everything. It made lather very quickly, but it was very floppy. It was very, very floppy. And, you know, I bought a brush with a set from Kohl's, and that brush is really cheap, and it reminds me of that. You know, if I'm using a silver tip brush, I don't want something that's cheap feeling. So then I thought, you know what? They have a good return policy. I'm going to buy a Savile. People say it's one of the best brushes you could use. A lot of people, it's in their top 10. It's #1, so I got the, I think it's a 3422 Savile silver tip. I figured, you know, I could return it. It's $130, you know. It's a 24 millimeter knot. And I thought, how could it be so, you know, how could it be worth so much money? How could it be so different from, you know, this $50 silver tip? Well, I used it and it was ridiculous. It's completely different. It's like a suction cup on my face. It lathers in seconds. It's very soft, but it's not too soft like my synthetic here, where it doesn't exfoliate and doesn't really do anything for you. It holds the lather well. I'm not having lather fly all over the place. It holds the water very well. And overall, I think it's worth every penny. I wish I would have known that before spending all this money on all these other brushes, you know, because now it comes down to it, and this is the only brush I use. So is it worth it to spend that much money on a brush? I say absolutely, because this brush not only will it outperform most other brushes, it'll last longer. People say they'll last 30 years, you know. And I'm going to use this brush every time, and I think I'm done buying brushes. I can't see anything being better than this brush. I mean, if you think something's better than the Savile, if you tried it, let me know what you think. If you think something's a little better, if you want me to try something else, let me know. But it's just incredible what a difference this brush is. I think it's a 24 millimeter knot. It feels a lot bigger than that. It's just, see how it doesn't splay as easy. It's not floppy at all. Like I said, it's like a suction cup. It's just an unbelievable knot. And I think it's worth every penny if I'm not going to buy any more brushes from now on, because I have exactly what I want. It does everything I want it to. It stays warm. It lathers very quickly. It's not super springy, but it does have good backbone. You can feel the middle of it. If you see here, it's very nice. So in my opinion, you know, shouldn't try all that cheap stuff. I mean the synthetic, that's the only one I can say. It's 25 bucks. I don't think you'll find a better deal than 25 bucks, but if you have the money, you should just get the silvertip. It's worth every penny. You won't be let down. It's an amazing brush. Let me know if you think any other high-end brushes are better than the Savile, because I yet to find one that can compete with this brush. It's just absolutely incredible. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you're gonna, instead of wasting all money on different types of brushes trying to figure out what you like, I can't find somebody saying that they do not like this brush. You'll love it. I love it. Everyone, you know, my brother tried it. He loves it, and he's been using his Edwin Jagger Best Badger for a long time. He loves that brush, but this brush is it's insane. It's worth every penny. I'll leave the link below on where to get one. And if you have any other questions about what gear I have and what I like to use, just leave me a comment. Thanks for watching.